And Senator, I want to begin with you. This clearly is another front because they're up there along the Turkish border. I want to show our audience a map again, just so we know what we're talking about here in the expanding airstrikes with U.S. and coalition planes. What are your concerns at this point?
Well, I have a number of concerns. First, what we know is that you ultimately can't defeat ISIS with a military strategy alone. You need a realistic political strategy, and I just don't think we have that today in Syria right now. If we are betting on the so-called Syrian moderates to be able to defeat both ISIS and Bashar al-Assad at the same time, I ultimately don't think that that's going to be how this ends up. But I'm also concerned about the fact that we're not able to debate this in Congress right now because there are some serious questions that we have to ask. You previewed one of them, which is, what is our end game? How long are we going to be in Syria? Are we ultimately going to be conducting airstrikes not just against ISIS, but against Assad in furtherance of our new ally in the region, the Free Syrian Army? So my concern is that ultimately there's got to be a political strategy, both in Iraq, which I can see if this new government actually is serious about reaching out to the Sunni moderates. I don't see the political strategy, at least a realistic one, in Syria. And then that begs the question, how long are we going to be there, and is there any end? There's just no appetite in the American public for an open-ended military conflict in Syria.